I'm fucking tired. Tired of watching dickhead shysters win while the rest of us fight for SEO best practice. If you're exhausted too, good. That means you're doing it right. This is SEO fucking what? I'm Nikki and I've been doing SEO for over 30 years, back when we called it promoting websites. I help small business owners and marketing directors get found on Google and make money from their websites. And today I'm not ranting about a specific tactic or calling out one particular dickhead. Today I'm telling you why I'm tired, why you're probably tired too, and why that exhaustion might be the only thing keeping this fucking industry from turning into a complete dumpster fire. See, this is the thing that I usually don't say out loud. I'm knackered, properly bone deep tired. And it's not from doing SEO work. I love the work. It's from fighting the same battles over and over again and watching absolute charlatans, shysters and dickheads get bigger platforms, more followers and more money than people actually doing this properly. Every single week, I see the same old bollocks repackaged as something new. Black hat tactics from 2010 being sold as AI-powered growth hacks. Link schemes that got people penalised a decade ago, now called strategic link building opportunities. Keyword stuffing dressed up as semantic optimization. It's the same shit, different bucket. And the worst part, it fucking works. Not the tactics, those will still fuck your website up. But the marketing works. The loudest voice wins. The person promising rankings in 30 days gets the client. While those of us saying this takes time and consistent effort sound like we're trying to upsell someone on premium services they don't need. I'm tired of being the person who has to explain why the cheap, quick solution will cost you 10 times more in 6 months when Google catches up with you. I'm tired of cleaning up after these arseholes. I'm tired of watching business owners get burned, lose trust in SEO entirely, and then struggle to compete because they're scared to try again. And you know what really fucks me off? The AI guru crowd. You know the ones. They've been declaring SEO is dead for the past 2 years, while simultaneously selling courses on SEO, offering SEO services, optimizing their own content to rank on Google. The sheer fucking audacity of it. Search is changing, they say, while their posts and their websites are optimized to fuck. Traditional SEO doesn't work anymore, they say, from their perfectly chunked blog posts that rank for their target terms. They're like people selling fire extinguishers while running round setting fires and then claiming fire safety is outdated. Let me give you some examples of the stuff that's currently making me want to throw my laptop out of the fucking window. First of all, the AI will do your SEO for you mob. These dickheads are selling tools that pump out hundreds of AI-generated blog posts with zero strategy, zero understanding of search intent, and zero chance of actually helping your business. They're creating massive content farms that Google is increasingly ignoring, while charging businesses thousands for the privilege of filling their websites with mediocre shite. And when those sites don't rank, when traffic doesn't materialise, it doesn't matter. The gurus have moved on to the next big thing. They're selling AI content optimization or AI-powered link building or whatever the fuck else they can stick AI in front of to make it sound innovative. Second, the resurgence of old black hat tactics dressed up in new clothes. Private blog networks are back, baby. Except now they're called niche edits or editorial placements or some other bollocks that makes them sound legitimate. It's still paying for links on dodgy websites. It still violates Google's guidelines. It will still fuck you over eventually. But the sales pitch works because they show you the short-term wins. Look, we got this client from page 5 to page 1 in 2 weeks. Okay, and where will they be in 6 months when Google works out what you've done? Nowhere. Or even worse, penalised. Third, the SEO is dead. Long live GEO crowd. Generative engine optimization. We've talked about this before, but it bears repeating. If someone is selling you expertise in optimizing for something that barely exists yet, while Google is still working out what the fuck it even wants to do with AI overviews, they're taking the piss. They're guessing. At best, they're applying existing SEO best practice and calling it something new. At worse, they're making shit up entirely. Now, you might be thinking, but Nikki, why do you care? Let the charlatans be charlatans. Focus on your own clients. And believe me, I've tried that. But here's why I can't just ignore it. Because real businesses are getting hurt. I'm talking about the small business owner who spent $5,000 on an SEO agency promising first page ranking in 30 days, only to watch their traffic disappear entirely when Google penalised their site. I'm talking about the marketing director who got sold a massive AI content project that produced 500 blog posts that nobody reads and Google doesn't rank. These aren't faceless corporations with massive marketing budgets. They're people trying to compete, trying to get customers, sometimes just trying to keep their businesses alive. And they're being sold expensive bullshit by people who either don't know better or just don't fucking care. And then there's the bigger picture. Every time someone gets burned by dodgy SEO, they lose trust in all SEO. They think the whole industry is a scam. They stop investing in the stuff that actually works. Good content, proper technical SEO, genuine link building, decent user experience. They either give up entirely or they try to do it themselves with no guidance, following advice from the same gurus who fucked them over in the first place. It's exhausting watching this cycle repeat. New business owner discovers SEO, gets excited, finds the loudest expert, follows their advice, gets burned, thinks all SEO is shit, including the good stuff, struggles to compete, tries to do it themselves, messes it up a little bit more, eventually tries again, and hopefully finds someone decent this time who has to handhold them throughout the whole fucking process. So why do I keep doing this? Well, I keep fighting when the charlatans have bigger platforms and better marketing. I'll tell you why in just a moment. So why do I keep banging this drum? Why keep calling out the bullshit when it feels like shouting into the void? Well, because someone has to. Because if everyone who knows better just focuses on their own clients and ignores the noise wins. The tossers become the dominant voice. Their advice becomes the standard. It'll be regurgitated by search engines, by blog posts, by other people, by AI. And then we're all fucked. Because Google's going to keep changing things to combat the bollock tactics, which makes everything harder for those of us doing it properly. And I keep going because I remember what it was like starting out in this industry, when it was still figuring itself out, when we were all learning together, sharing what worked, calling out what didn't, before it became this massive industry full of gurus and courses and tools that promise miracles. I keep going because every time I help a business owner understand why their previous agency's approach was bollocks, every time I show them what good SEO actually looks like, and every time I show them that their traffic has grown because we did things properly, that's worth it. That's the bit that isn't exhausting. And honestly, I keep going because I'm stubborn as fuck. These dickheads aren't going to win just because they're louder. They're not going to ruin an entire industry just because they've mastered LinkedIn engagement pods and know how to game the algorithm. So what do you actually do with this information? How do you protect yourself from the bullshit when you're trying to find good SEO help or work out which advice to follow? First of all, be immediately suspicious of anyone promising specific rankings or traffic numbers within a specific time frame. First page in 30 days is almost always bollocks. Good SEO takes time. If they're telling you otherwise, they're either lying or they're using tactics that could get you penalised. Secondly, if someone's main expertise is AI SEO or GEO, or whatever the latest buzzword is, ask them what they were doing 2 years ago. If they've pivoted from crypto or drop shipping or whatever else was trendy a couple of years ago, they're probably not who you want doing your SEO. Third of all, is that a thing? I don't know. Thirdly, look for the people talking about boring shit. Proper SEO is mostly boring. It's technical audits and content strategy and link building relationships and gradual improvements. It's testing and tracking and testing again. It's tweaking and reporting. If someone's advice sounds too exciting, too easy, too quick, it probably is. Fourthly, trust your exhaustion. If you're tired of fighting for best practice, if you're knackered from trying to do things properly while watching others take shortcuts, if you're frustrated that the right approach takes longer than the dodgy one, that exhaustion means you're probably on the right track. The easy path is usually the wrong one in SEO. And finally, find your people. The ones who are also tired. The ones also calling out the bollocks. The ones doing the boring proper SEO work that gets results over months and not weeks. We might not have the biggest networks. We might not have the most interaction, but we're doing our best for our clients, not just selling you bollocks. I'm still tired. Recording this hasn't suddenly made me less knackered, but I feel a bit better having said it out loud. If you're tired too, you're not alone. And if you're tired because you're trying to do things properly, while everyone around you is taking shortcuts, that's a good sign. It means you give a shit. If this resonated with you, make sure you're following SEO fucking what in whatever app you're listening in right now. And if you want to commiserate about the state of the industry, or you need someone to tell you whether the advice you're getting is bollocks, find me via my website or on LinkedIn. So until next time, keep fighting the good fight, even when you're knackered. Because fuck me, someone has to.